Alright, so hello everyone, the Pancho Mishra this side, and in today's video we'll be talking about a platform, or you can say I'll be giving you a way to learn open source in a very easy way, right? I, as a newbie to open source world, actually struggles with actually learning how to actually find issues and how to actually perform pull requests, which issue should be actually be able to get merged, and how to identify a particular issue that is most probable to get merged, right? And pardon me for decentest English, because I don't actually speak English a lot, but I see a lot of you viewers are English speakers and don't understand Hindi. So I'll be talking about a mixture of Hindi and English, right? So I hope you don't mind, right? So the thing is, I created a platform. Actually, I was working on a hackathon project from the past few days, right? And actually, it was a hackathon project, and I need to build something that can actually help students, right? So this platform actually allows you to create sort of, if you guys ever heard of Canvas Blueprint, right? It was made by an institute, I don't remember the name exactly, right? It allowed the users to create, admins actually, to create a master space where you can add all the students and push all the resources, obviously the study materials, directly to them, right? So they don't need to just be the mediator, that they need to just go and ask, please give me an assignment. They can actually mediate between that, right? So I built the platform, it is named coursing, which allows the students to themselves create an account, right? Create a particular space. They can create how many spaces they want, right? They can create 10 spaces, they can infinite number of spaces. That depends on the database can handle, right? As long as the database can handle, right? And there can be a lot of number of users, right? And each user can have a space which is particularly a master space, right? And users will basically create a master space, and inside that they can create resources. Like, let's say I'm learning web development, right? So I can create a space named web development, and inside that I can create unlimited resources. Like, let's say I am beginning with front end development, so I'll just create a resource named front end development. Then I can create a resource named back end development. Maybe I'm learning GraphQL, TRPC, WebRTC, anything, right? I can create a resource for each of them. And then maybe in front-end development, I'm learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So I can create separate pages in the resource about them, right? I hope you get it. And then you can add contents like title, notes, and content, etc. It doesn't support the file upload yet, but yeah, we'll soon push that too. So yeah, this is what it basically is, a brief overview. I will show you what it actually is in a moment. So let's just firstly go and check what actually it is, right? So yeah, this is the code base for the app, right? You can see it actually took me a while to make it. ठीक है, मेरे को ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगा, बट हाँ बहुत कम भी नहीं लगा, ठीक है, ठीक ठाक टाइम मुझे इसको बनाने में लगा था, ठीक है. So yeah, you can see that. So it actually consists of a basic next tab, right? You can, if overall you can see, it's basically a Next.js application, Next.js 14 application, which is built on top of Prisma as the ORM, and Nextauth has the authentication or cookie management, server management, basically session management, basically. Okay. And Tailwind CSS has the styling framework, and I didn't use any external databases like Node.js1 or Express, etc. I used the built-in API route that is given with the Next.js, right? I hope you get that. And I used ShadCN as a common library. So without wasting a further ado, let's just jump into the application, and I will give you a brief demo of what it actually does, right? So let's just spin up the development server and just check what it actually does, right? What it actually does, right? Let's go. Let's just jump into the video, and I'll just go, and let's just open it. You know why I'm saying that it will be helpful for you to learn or dive into the open source development, and it will be helpful for me too, because it will be helpful for me, because recently I started learning about open source, right? And I started seeing repositories. I tried to contribute to few, but I couldn't actually get my PR merged because I don't know what it chose to solve and how it should be solved, right? So I'll be maintaining this repository, and I hope I can get a community of students to maintain that, right? So this is what we'll do, that I'll give you a repository, the repository of this platform, right? And you guys can actually contribute to it. You can create issues, create pull request. I'll be the one to check, or maybe in the Discord server I'll create where you people can join me, and we will create few moderators who can actually maintain the repository, and from there it doesn't matter that how bullish your PR is, how un you see how like tidy your PR is. People can learn from that, right? Let's say I will merge it, you will understand that okay, this merge has some issues that I didn't kept in mind while raising the PR, right? So it will eventually help you. You get that, I hope. So yeah, this is basically what I'm talking about. So you can like, you cannot actually just like, okay, let's say you need to start contributing to open source, you cannot directly go to dev.sh or calcom, right? You cannot directly go and just create a PR. You cannot, because that's not how it works, right? And even if you create that, it has very less probability to get actually merged, and we want it to get merged. We want the people to see that yeah, we made an impact. So we will actually try to learn from this. You can contribute to it. It is properly open source, right? So yeah, just take the demo. Okay, let's go. So this is the landing page. Okay, this you can see the beautiful UI. Okay, you can see it's basically an app bar, nothing special in it. You can actually toggle the dark and light mode with it. It can say the basic footer guiding to different things, right, etc., right? Here the user first needs to register. You can see the top loader. It is actually the used to until the page is loaded, right? So you can click on register. The development server is taking a bit of a time, I don't know. Yeah, let's go. It's actually compiling. The first compile is takes a bit of time. I hope you don't mind that, right? So yeah, this is what it is. Okay, what happened? It's taking a bit of time. Okay, so for validation, let me just lead you through the register form, right? This is a register form, right? And here you can see if that we used where it is. No, I opened something else. Let me just yeah, it was it, right? So you can see I used Zod to infer the types and validate the form, right? So you'll learn more about it here. Like let's say I write using MSJ. I like the different, like it is not even an email format. Let's say I write that. I write a small password. When I click on register, it will throw me errors. Like bro, please, at least 2 characters must be there. It's not a valid email address, obviously, and minimum 8 characters for password should be there. So yeah, it is it. Let's just create a account. Let's say I'll create admin with the name of admin, right? I'll create one with the admin@mail.com, right? Let's just give a password to it. Admin. Let's just give a password to it. You can see there's an animation processing it. So it will just process. And yeah, you'll be redirected to the login page. So you can just log in here, right? And you can actually log into the dashboard, right? So on logging it, it uses Nextauth for session management, obviously. And yeah, it will just take you to the, you can see the beautiful loader here, spinner or whatever you can say. It will load until the things are fetched. So the thing is here that since the user is newly created, he doesn't have any spaces with him, right? So in the case he doesn't have any spaces with him, he at least needs to create one space, right? One space is mandatory to create. So let's say I am learning about Rust. Let's say I'm learning about generational AI. Okay, generational AI. ठीक है, Gen AI. I'm learning about Gen AI. This is about open source LLMs and Gen AI. Okay, and I will just select a framework. You can say this loader. I'll say this is ML and AI. Actually, I will change it to category, but okay, doesn't matter. We'll just click on begin. You can see a space will be created. Okay, and on clicking the space, it will just take you to a page where this page actually belongs to that particular space /21 in the database. This is the 21 space that is being created, right? And here you can see it is basically a welcome page. It will give you obviously your username, welcome your username, okay? And you can create a space from here. Let's say I need to create a resource. Now I need to, you guys have heard about the GPT-4o model, right, which came recently. So let's say I'm GPTs, right? GPT OpenAI. Let's say I name this resource this, right? You can see a resource will be created with this name, right? And now let's say I need to, let's say Gemini recently, Google also, let's say Vertex AI, Google recently launched their Vertex AI, right? Let's say Vertex AI, I name it. You can say I can create multiple resources, right? I hope you can see that. And let's say you can, let's say just go GPT-4o, GPT-4o blog, yeah, here. What I'll just do, just copy a paragraph from here, like this, okay? And let's say I need to create a page in there. So I can create a page, right? I'll give the title to it as GPT-4o, 4o, right? In the notes, I'll paste this, and let's just copy one more paragraph from down there somewhat. Yeah, let's say, yeah, this is it. And now we can click on save changes and it will actually create a page, right? Just wait for a few seconds and it will create a page. Like, page created successfully. Yeah, just refresh it, I guess, because see, these are the optimization issues. So you can see this happened. So the feature to edit the content is yet pending, right? I'll obviously push that so as soon as possible, as soon as I can. Or if you guys contribute to it, you can actually create this feature where the user can actually edit the contents like notes or content on the real time, right? Let's say I'm writing here for there should be an input box. I can write, enter, I can change the content, and if you have slash notes, I can edit the notes, right? Like that. So yeah, and obviously here you can create multiple pages. Let's say GPT-3 and just copy anything from here only. Here it is, and let's see, here it is, right? You can create multiple pages inside one particular resource, right? You can see the page is created. You can see. So these both are different pages, and you can create as much pages as you want in this particular resource, right? I hope you get that. And even let's say I don't want this page, so I can even delete this page, right? You see the page is deleted from the database, no worries. And what if I need to create a thing about Vertex AI, right? Vertex AI, see, and now let's just do things. Let's create a page, Vertex agent builder, let's say name it agent builder, right? And copy this and just copy this, okay, copy this, no worries, and just click on save changes. I'll create a page, right? You see, so both these have their own pages, and these both page resources are not related to each other. They are only related to a particular space, and if that space is gone, these everything will be gone. But the thing is, the loophole with this thing contains is that you cannot delete a space until it has zero number of resources and that resource has zero number of page, right? Point to be noted about that, right? So this is it. Okay, now let's say I need to create another space, right? I'm a good guy, maybe I need to create another space. I would create another space. Let's say I'll create a space for web development. Let's say web development space. Okay, this is about web dev, right? And we'll do the thing called the web development. Here is the web development thing. Ignore the sound, I don't know why the neighbors are fighting, but yeah, let's do it. So let's just click on web development, click on create resource. Let's say I need to learn front-end development, right? I will just create a resource called the front-end development, and I will create a page. Let's say I'm learning HTML, and just I'll paste the same thing, right, to just implement and show you what it actually means, right? Yeah, let's paste this thing, save changes. Sometimes it happens because the database is too small, like 500 MBs. I'm using the basic PostgreSQL database, right? That's why it happens. But yeah, it does the job, right? You can see. And these both spaces have their own resources, and those resources have their own pages. You see, those resources have their own pages, and these two spaces are not related to each other. So basically, this is what this website does. What I want to develop more things in the future, like I want to add some things in the future, which is currently not yet available in this thing, is that users should be able to obviously edit the things, right? And I want something of a, not only that the students can use it, both the teachers and the professors, or you can see anything, the mentor can also use it, just to create a link. Like the moderator can actually create a space that should be the master space, right? And the moderator can actually give a link to the students where the students can join, and all the things which the moderator will do there will be separated, will be distributed to every students, and it will be created as their personal space. So anything, basically, like you fork a repo on GitHub, right? You can do anything and that would affect the original repository, right? Exactly like that. So everything will be on their personal space, and anything the student does with the content or the resources on their personal side won't affect the master side or the side of any students. You get that? So instead of just giving it on a WhatsApp basis where it is not very good to send it and not very customizable, you can send it here, and the students can actually edit it. And what if the professor sends something wrong, the student can edit it and request the changes from the professors, right? This is what the thing is. And you can even add your creativity. We are building this so that we can help people, right? So you can even add your own creativity to this website, right? It's just a prototype. This is what it is. It's actually responsive too. The dashboard page is not responding. This is responsive. The login and the home page, everything is responsive. The dashboard is not responsive. Yeah. And here, this is the avatar bar, right? Here you can actually see. You can go to profile, right? And the profile will allow you to change your username, add your name, and change your password, right? This is what it will allow you to do, right? Exactly. So you can actually change or anything. I will not show you this, but yes, you can do this. So yeah, this is it for the thing. And here is the GitHub repository. You can click here to visit the GitHub repository, and you can log out from here, right? I hope you understand what this platform actually does. So this is the GitHub repository which I have created for you guys, right? Obviously this is up on the internet. This is the URL for this app. You can actually try it out for yourself and see it is working or not, and it is good or not. You can give your feedbacks that you may have. So basically this is, and the I have created the repository very well. Like I have given all the instructions carefully, that what to do, how you can set up it locally, what things to keep in mind in order to set up this repository locally, right? I have given everything, how to actually deploy it, etc., and everything, right? So now what you have to do is, you can either start this repository. Obviously it will be good for me actually if you start it as a token of like you did good, man, like that. And you can actually go open an issue here. I will actually, I'm thinking of opening a Discord server. People can come there. I will select some moderators. Me and the moderators, along with the moderators, can actually view what the issues are. If they are probable to be merged, we will pull it and open a pull request, and your pull request will be merged, right? And let's hope to create this a big platform, right? Because this is what the people need, right? So I hope you get that. All the links for the GitHub repository, the live site URL, everything will be in the description. So don't forget to check it out, right? And I hope you understand what I tried to convey about here, right? So thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked this and you understood why I am making this and why I am actually so bullish on making things happen, right? I may be wrong here, I may be acting stupid, it's totally possible, but yeah, it's something, and I'm taking some spaces and some choices here, that is responsible, right? So thank you for watching. If you like the video, make sure to give a thumbs up. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure to give the thumbs up, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, peace out.